Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Zarzon. This was created by Taito in 1981, although it is a copy of a game called SATAN of Saturn, which was created by SNK earlier that year. And that version was Japan only, I believe, and this is the US version. Both versions are very similar, and neither of them are particularly good in my opinion. This kind of resembles, in my opinion, a game called PLIEADES, or at least part of it does. And you have these swooping enemies, and there's the Satan of Saturn cabinet that I believe was only in Japan. Now this is Zarzon. I believe I saw this at a drive-in movie theater lobby in the late 80s when I went to see Creepshow 2. The first group of enemies are blue and red UFOs, and they swoop down at you. And then you have these diagonally flying ships. And then after that, you have a comet that you can destroy for bonus points. And then you fly off to Saturn, and you face two more waves of enemies. Then you repeat all that over. There's the Saturn enemies. And at the end of the game it says the end, like some SNK games did that had the Rockola license. This did not. The music is a little different at the beginning and at other parts of the game than Satan of Saturn, but that's just about the only difference. Now, if you let these enemies get past you, they have a chance to destroy one of your reserve ships. You have a total of 4 lives in this game, not just 3, as in most arcade games back in the day. I died. But you will think maybe that you can cancel out the enemy's shots with your own shots. That does not happen. Now we've got the diagonally flying enemies that you got to take out. Yeah, if you are able to take out an enemy's shot in midair, you have to pelt it with a lot of your shots, so just don't bother. Just get the hell out of the way. But the enemies tend to fire, especially when they're flying directly over you, if not exclusively. But just get out of the way. This part, even though it says danger, there's no danger from these ships getting like below you and then destroying one of your reserve ships. And we'll look at that process later on. Just take your time, destroy them all when you got the opportunity. There is a little bit of... There's the comet. There is a little bit of collision detection forgiveness on the edges of the screen, where you can have an enemy pass through part of you. And now here is Saturn. We have to destroy all these bugs. And as before, don't bother trying to cancel out the enemy's shots with your shots. Just don't bother, just get out of the way. That ship up there, you don't shoot it. That's you have to destroy all these bugs here, and that's all you gotta do. And then you face one final wave of bugs, but they're much easier. There's only 3 of them. And we'll look at them in just a moment. I think I saw the cabinet of Zarzon once at I might have mentioned, at a drive-in theater in 1987 when I went to see Creepshow 2. It's kind of a stupid movie. But yeah, I think I saw the Zarzon cabinet in the snack lobby there. I can't remember exactly where the theater was. And now here are the last enemies. Those last enemies, if you let them get by you, or if they kill you, and you have a reserve ship left, then that level will end and you start everything over. But those flying enemies will be worth 100 more points the next time around, and so on and so on. See, it says danger. You don't want to let them get by you if you can help it. They may not automatically steal a reserve ship, but if you let them keep going down below, they eventually will. And we'll look at that happen later on. Yeah, this is just not a particularly great game. The music is a little different in the Satan of Saturn version, and we'll look at that in a little while. But yeah, I saw this at the drive-in theater. I didn't bother playing it, and I'm glad I didn't because it's not very good. But it is unusual that you get a total of 4 ships in this game as opposed to 3 in just about every other game back in the day. But this part is really easy. Again, don't bother trying to cancel out the enemy's shots. You're not likely to be able to. Just get out of the way. Well, the heat wave is continuing in my neck of the woods. It's very hot. But we are going to get a little bit cooler weather this end of this week. Yeah, I think that was the only place I saw Zarzon. It didn't stick around arcades very long, as far as I can tell. But yeah, take your time on this part. Just dodge the enemy shots. Yeah, the comet is also 100 extra points the next time around. And now we go back to Saturn. But yeah, take your time with these guys. Just shoot one of those guys when you got the opportunity. Maybe stay close to one of the edges. And I don't know what that ship has to do in the background there. Maybe that was supposed to be your ship. I don't know. I can't tell what that is, but it has no bearing on this level at all. Whoops. The end. Well, that was Zarzon. I will show you what it looks like to lose your ship, to lose a reserve ship to the aliens or UFOs that get by you, below you. Sometimes in the Satan of Saturn version, they might be quicker to steal a ship from you than in this version. And he keeps kind of acting like it's gonna. Finally he does. And now let's look at a little bit of Satan of Saturn, the original game. Just a little bit. It's very similar, but the music is a little different. I think they have like the French national anthem or something music. Yeah. A pretty crappy rendition of it. But yeah, it plays the same. And it has these guys too, and the descending comet. And then you fly off to Saturn, and it plays generally the same. But now it has Star Wars music here. But that was Zarzon by Taito and SNK in 1981, originally Satan of Saturn. What is this crazy climber 80 saying thanks for watching Zarzon by Taito and SNK in 1981, and I will catch you later in the future with another video. Stay cool, everybody, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.